welcome to Living Room Requests.
With Patricia Hammond and Matt Redman. Hello there. Thanks for joining us yet again.
This one spans, what did you say?
This concert spans five
centuries.
centuries. It sounds extreme, but it's actually completely true.
It's completely true. We're going to start with one.
The most modern as
well.
The
most modern one, 2010. This one's it's for Teresa. And it's by Bruno Mars, Ari Levine, Philip Lawrence, Kari Kane, and Khalil Walton. A veritable committee of people made this song.
And Ari was 26 when he wrote this.
And Matt, of course, has reinvented it. So I think he should be there on that list as well.
That's very kind.
It's very true. You'll see. You'll see.
We're all very glad for you joining us yet again. Where, you just choose the songs that you like. And that can take us many, many different places. As you're
and the
about
songs
to find
many
out.
different places too. His eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. His hair falls perfectly without his trying. He's so wonderful, and I tell him every day. I know, when I compliment him, he won't believe me. And it's so sad to think that he don't see what I see. But every time he asks me, do I look okay, I say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change, 'cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, because you're amazing, just the way you are. The way you are. The way you are. Oh, you're amazing, just the way you Listen to that bass note on that.
That might be
Contra guitar.
the first time that somebody's performed Just the Way You Are with that harmonisation and tempo on the contra guitar.
Oh,
I mean,
certainly.
you could, always layer these things up. That's the first time somebody's performed it on West London on a whatever day. But anyway,
From a female perspective.
yeah,
there's several female perspective
that's a
versions
good
of that.
point.
But it adds to the specialism
does.
of that particular version.
Now my hand is going to recover. While
We're
Patricia tells you
basically
what the
going,
next
it's basically, and then we're going to go earlier. Not hard. It was 2010, that one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Teresa. We're going to go earlier to 1925.
1925.
And he brings out the ukulele.
Yeah,
Very 1925.
Fun. Not that that's not fun, but it's time for some very
It's
obvious
all fun.
outgoing.
It's all in fun. It's all fun.
Right, have you got all of your secret weaponry ready for this, Patricia?
Well, I'm just going to do that so that this is now...
This one is entitled Sweet
Sweet, the thing falls down.
Sweet
It's quite
Georgia
heavy.
Brown.
Sorry. These wonderful anthologies are great, but they're very thick. So, this has 100 songs in it
How's
from
that?
1920s. Yeah, can you see it at that angle?
You can see it, I can see it. Here we go then.
I can see it, and yes, I need these. And I need the other thing as well.
For anybody listening on the podcast, we'll reveal some of the hidden things.
Actually, they're hidden even if
afterwards.
you're watching because it's down on the ground.
So.
And I had to hold it like that. And yeah, I know the way that goes. It's
Right,
like that.
here we go.
Yes, good. Gah. Oh, and this is for Rog. She just got here yesterday. Things are hot here now, they say. There's a big change in town. Gals are jealous, there's no doubt. Still the fellas rave about sweet, sweet Georgia Brown. And ever since she came, the fellas they all claim, say, no gal mate has got the shade on sweet Georgia Brown. 2 left feet, but also neat, has sweet Georgia Brown. They all sigh and wanna die for sweet Georgia Brown. I'll tell you just why. You know I don't lie. It's been said she knocks him dead when she lands in town. Since she came, why it's a shame how she cools him down. Fellas, she can't get our fellas. She ain't met. Georgia claimed her, Georgia named her sweet Georgia Brown.
One, two, three, four.
Weapons of... These are pan lids, but they got little like duct tape inside, so they're a little less horrible.
Trick of the trade. This one is a little soprano ukulele.
What trade?
This one right here is called a tenor banjo, and that was a very common instrument of the dance bands of the 1920s, both in the UK and of course in the USA. And I was playing a little drum. Snare drum on the floor there.
Basically,
with a
he's
pedal.
done everything.
And pass me that brass thing
you
on the floor.
You were doing 4 things at once or something like that.
And that one is entitled An Instrument of
Is
My
it an
Own
entitled?
Design.
It's entitled because you've titled it.
Kazoozaphone. It includes a speaking trumpet and a kazoo. And you put them together.
Yeah, because that speaking trumpet's not very good at singing
neither
through
is the kazoo.
because it's actually its mouth hole's too small. It's actually
Correct,
for a ship.
Cheers,
the singing one's a much bigger mouth hole.
Right.
Now
One
we're gonna
extreme
go
to the other.
right back to The 1600s. This is How Long, Great God. This is requested by Ernest, who used to come to, back when gigs had, were a thing. He used to come to a lot of early music concerts, and as well as a cowboy concert too.
And if you can listen out,
So he loves his early music. Yeah.
If you listen out, you will hear the little chamber organ mixed with the cello of the continuo, as it's known, and maybe later some harpsichord if you're good.
If you're good. So this is called The Aspiration. Basically, this was written by John Norris, who I believe lived in Oxford, and he sat and he wrote. It's a very heartrending sort of how long, great God. It's talking about just how awful the world is and how much he really attains to divine goodness and all the good things. Well,
so as you can see, we cover all of the ranges of human motions that Living Room requests.
That's right. Thanks to you guys asking for them. Oh, it's by Henry Purcell. Sorry, it's Henry Purcell.
She
we are. How long, great God? Let's hope it wasn't too long for you.
It's a very, very important message of the era.
I love the way he reached down and suddenly there was a harpsichord.
Oh, that's
You know.
right.
It's that old harpsichord reach down that one can do.
I was just going to say, if for any strange reason you happen to be enjoying this little journey of music and words, you might
You ain't seen
consider
nothing yet.
on YouTube pressing the thumbs up or like button, as well as the subscribe, which you'll find in the bottom right hand corner. Plus there's tons of interesting stuff to read in the video description. Patricia has an
Or
Instagram.
tell a friend.
That's
Tell a
right.
friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell
That
a
also
friend.
works. You can share the video as well.
It's all free, all of these things, and we appreciate it so much.
That's it. But you can also become a special friend on the Patreon, or Patreon, some people pronounce it.
Do they?
But it's all linked in the below, in the description, as well as the Instagram, and as I said on previous episodes, the email newsletter. Right. What are we going to leave them with this
Rog
episode?
has requested the Ode to Joy, the Europa hymn, as it's also known. We decided to Beethoven it up somewhat. We're going to put some English in there. There aren't really good English words, but we did find a really good poetic translation, which is also pretty darn literal, as well as, pretty good
Sounds like
achievement.
it's from the time-ish.
It's from like the night. When I watch these back, I notice I scratch my nose a lot, pinch my nose a lot. I think it must be vibrations with the singing, or the fact that I do my hair and it tickles my nose. There's got to be an explanation for it, but I'm constantly. She's tickled her nose again. She itched her nose again. Anyway, right. So here we are. I am going to be. Well, you'll just see. This will be Beethoven as you ain't never heard Beethoven.
And if you've never
Pretty
heard
confident.
the words and you don't speak German, which is probably the vast majority of people, then it's a chance to have hear
We
what
have
he's
a lot
on
of
about.
German watchers and listeners, actually.
What Mr. Schiller was
This is
on about.
marvellous.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Very much. Here we
Hopefully.
go.
Oh, Freunde, nicht diese Töne, sondern lasst uns angenehmere anstimmen. Und freudenvollere. Freude,
Freude.
Freude, joy, thou beauteous godly lightning, daughter of Elysium. Fire drunken, we are entering heavenly, thy holy home. Thy enchantments bind together, what did custom stern divide? Every man becomes a brother, where thy gentle wings abide. Thy enchantments bind together, what did custom stern divide? Every man becomes a brother, where thy gentle wings abide. Freude, schöne Götterfunken, Tochter aus Elysium. Wir betreten feuertrunken, himmlische dein Heiligtum. Deine Zauber binden wieder, was die Mode streng geteilt.
some skin I saw flying
I
up.
just thought, is that skin or is that nail? Oh,
That was a
good
special
Lord.
Mozart, sort of almost flamenco. If anybody, Mozart, beg your pardon, Beethoven. If anybody knows Symphony Number 9 by Beethoven, you know there's a very heavy
Honestly,
chorus
that
at the
needs
end.
applause.
Du-du-du-du-du-du-du.
That needs what he just did. That just needs. I hope you're sitting at home applauding. I've never seen skin fly off a finger.
It may inspire you to
from a
give us
musical
some
instrument.
future requests. Let's say goodbye over here.
Let's say goodbye.
See you next time.
See you next time.